Continue. Insanity. Playthrough.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Do that. Still amazed by the smooth frame rate.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right. A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palaven's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palaven from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
At your service.
Commander, I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Commander, are you all right? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about EDI.
EDI is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral Stephen Hackett, the Enhanced Defense Intelligence, Garrus Vakarian. The John Grissom Academy, founded in 2176, is the Alliance's premier school for young human biotics. The institute...
And where? You. It looked suspicious. They're in Homeworld.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
Incinerate Hollow Defense Matrix. Damage. Javik, my friend. Vengeful Agent. I mean, I like these two. Use Liara, though. %, nice. Steps in through smoke.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
If they start backtracking, the angry Krogan act couldn't hurt.
Who said anything about acting?
Just try to keep it verbal.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride. I suppose I can make room for you too, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft, sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex? We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
And if we insist otherwise...
You'll have another war on your hands.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
York.
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
I'd hoped to never see one of those again.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for Yod specimen arrival. Readiness teams should maintain threat condition 1. A reminder to all personnel.
Please don't touch that.
Security procedures are in effect. Proper identification should be maintained at all times.
Agree with them or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
Who gave the order? Our superiors. That's all that matters. But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything I don't like what I'm hearing.
What?
It's an outbound comm traffic 20 minutes ago from inside the base.
And?
A burst transmission, fully encoded, with no identity signature.
No signature? That's against protocol.
I know. Someone's passing a message. I've got a bad feeling about
Another
this.
incursion? Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on. You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. We can proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for Yod specimen arrival. Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. We should get moving, Commander. Hopefully this is nothing.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
I thought you said the alert was nothing.
But it might be something. These are the females. I'm afraid they didn't survive.
What?
Malin's cure compromised their immune systems.
When I shut Malon's experiments down, I saved his research on the cure.
Yes, I received an anonymous data packet some time ago. I believe it was Morden Solus's doing. Malin's data lacks crucial detail to reconstruct the cure, but it may help us in synthesizing one from living tissue. Unfortunately, the data couldn't help them.
If I don't get the cure, I lose all hope of keeping this alliance together. Someone convinced Rex these females were still alive.
Yes, it was me. I told Erdnot Rex they were here.
You're his inside source?
He had the right to know. One female did respond to treatment. She's immune to the genophage, and the only hope the Krogan have left. She refuses to tell us her name. Trust has been an issue.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Goddess, what she's been through.
Erdnot Rex and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimen.
Protocol has been overridden. Do it! Commander, I'll need to accompany the pod through the quarantine process. You should meet us at the next checkpoint. It seems clear Cerberus doesn't want the genophage cured.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
To the elevator, Commander.
Threat condition 3 has been declared. Live fire is authorized.
We've got it. Get moving, Shepard.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
Barren secure.
Watcher secure.
Yard subjects. We have a problem.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding.
Fix it!
Wix log 162.3. I spent my remaining political capital to safeguard the females. I'm virtually alone in this. Most of STG would rather eliminate them. Short-sighted. Evolution has a grander plan than any one person can ever imagine. The Krogan must be protected. I'll find a way. Wix log 178.3. Malin's cure is causing a severe overreaction in the female's immune response. Using his recovered data, I've managed to reverse the cellular damage in one of the Krogan. I'm hopeful she'll make a full recovery, but for the others, I'm less optimistic.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Oh, crap.
Get back!
Commander Shepard, are you all right?
Is there another way out of here?
Other side of the lab. An emergency exit. I can open it from here.
Commander, it's Wix. Cerberus forces are tracking our progress. The quarantine checkpoint is under attack. Get there right away.
Shepard, we're running out of time. We need to get out of here.
Detected in levels 1 through 3. Readiness teams respond.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
This looks worse than I thought.
Taking enemy fire! position. Caltech 4. Reinforcements to that location has confirmed.
This is Ares Squad. Incursion is the goal. Securing Grid 979. Copy Ares. Primary objective is eliminating Krogan technology. Engaging security.
Oops.
Clear.
I'm sure there will be more.
Warning, yon specimen has broken containment.
More incoming!
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from
Don't let them take cover in the lab!
Species 732, the Yogg, has been authorized for covert uplift. They are ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
Obviously, they've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Commander, where are you? Cerberus is tracking our position.
We're on our way. Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Not funny.
Commander Shepard, we have Cerberus troops at the checkpoint. They're targeting the Krogan.
Light him up!
I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
Let's get in there!
Cerberus is hitting the pod. We need assistance now.
Right away!
Quickly, we still have enemy troops outside the pod. Hurry, Commander. The technician was killed. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
The containment shield is holding. I can attempt repairs if necessary, though that may be small comfort to our patient.
I'm fine, Commander.
It's likely Cerberus was tipped off. Maybe a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. It would derail your alliance with the Turians.
That's not gonna happen.
Meet us at the next checkpoint. I suspect Cerberus will try to hit us. Quickly, to the next checkpoint!
Squad. I have the group inside. She's been treated. Head up to the next level. All squads converge.
Shepard, that last checkpoint was blown apart. Could be a way out.
Hmm? The hell?
Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire.
This is Wix. That last attack caused serious damage to our security systems. I'm trying to repair what I can.
Somebody give me a locating.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you.
That did it. Cerberus isn't fooling around.
They're capable of anything.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Captain Kirihei?
It's Major now. Always hoped we would work together again.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
How do I not have one of those?
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
Looks like Cerberus got some upgrades.
Cover you, Commander! Make your advance!
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
No. She needs repairing.
Keep going, Commander. Don't worry about me. Keep going, Commander. Don't worry about me.
Got it. I'm on it. Them all.
To the next checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
Always a pleasure to watch you work, Commander. Now go. Get to the next checkpoint. I'll protect our flank.
Scanning. Scan aborted. Please try again. Scanning. Access confirmed.
Wix is right. Cerberus was tipped off. They got here too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
What a grenade.
Looks like they mean business!
More up top!
Find cover!
We've got stairs over there, Shepard. Take the high ground. Affirmative!
Got it!
Understood.
Guardian.
I'm on it!
Why can't I run to this? I don't know.
I'm on it!
I'm headed up top!
Orion's going to drop the female at checkpoint 2. Take her out.
Right away!
Commander, this is Wix. We have an elevator malfunction. Where are you?
Sure?
Cerberus is hitting the pod. We need assistance now.
Get them out! Get them away from the female!
There must be a power conduit
Look for the power terminal. It should be nearby. That did it. You can clear us. Wait, Cerberus is back, Commander.
Wait for reacquired. Krogan 3531.
Don't let them near the female.
Understood.
Affirmative.
Keep up the pressure!
Good work. You can clear us through the checkpoint now.
How you holding up?
The containment shield is holding, but it wasn't designed for this.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Next one is the landing area. Will Urdnot Rex be there?
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
Got it. That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We're almost back up top.
Commander Cerberus found us. Taking Cerberus is here in the pod. We need assistance now.
We've got the Krogan box pit. Requesting reinforcements. Copy.
Understood.
Reinforcements are on route.
Shield is failing, Commander.
Not yet.
Shield is failing, Commander.
Right away.
Commander, I think we've done it. Quarantine procedures now require your final approval. Commander, you must still initiate final clearance. We can't leave otherwise.
Looking for resources, man.
Commander, the delay has cost us. Cerberus is back. I recommend you deal with Cerberus first, Commander. You need to authorize her release, Commander. The pod then transfers to the loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming!
I'll make it course. Same as last mission. Oh.
Shepard! I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
The door's been damaged. I can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Commander. She's vulnerable up there. We're still incurring heavy enemy fire.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open. Cerberus never did play fair.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old? Take that thing out. Fighting Saren was a lot harder than this.
It's talking
Rex hasn't
shit.
exactly mellowed with age, has he?
This asshole. Of course. Hello? It's gonna be. Guess we need to restart.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open. Cerberus never did play fair.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old? Take that thing out. Fighting Saren was a lot harder than this.
Rex hasn't exactly mellowed with age, has he?
Right away.
We're under attack, Commander. The Krogan can't take much more of this.
Ja, bedankt.
We did it!
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Man, feet.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Well, cheeky
Commander, I'm
roast
hearing
chief.
chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out. You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Wix, how long will it take to finish a cure?
There's more work to be done. I need time to synthesize a base antigen from the female's tissue. I'll also require a sample of healthy male Krogan tissue.
You're looking at it.
Very well. You'll need to remain confined to the Normandy for the procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
A cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order. Can you do it?
Reverse a 2,000-year-old sterility plague? I've tackled worse.
How will it work?
Those are the details I need time to discover. But we won't solve anything standing here arguing politics.
Then get started, Wix, and make it fast.
Certainly. If you need me, I'll be in your medbay running tests on Eve.
Eve?
A name from your own mythology. It has the appropriate connotations, and seemed more respectful than female Krogan. She never told us her real name. You should come speak with her, though. Very insightful.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Calm.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Your men that crashed onto Chanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
You'd think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better.
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been thrown
Commander,
rocks.
we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
We're in.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Hello again. Hello again.
A pleasure to see you.
And romance, Lena.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the Genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
I admire your bravery. You're now the savior of your entire race. The transmutative agent that propels a species to a new stage of evolution. Many will fear that. Ah, Commander, we were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
A blood test. Commander, please explain to him my only goal is to ensure her health is stable.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Then we're in the same trap. By helping you, my career in STG is almost certainly over.
Why do it?
Every species has their role to play. Centuries from now, the Krogan could be the pinnacle of galactic evolution.
Even I don't believe that. But I want my people to.
And let him work, Rex.
Just keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Of course. And remember, I still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Now, if that's settled, I have work to do before he changes his mind.
So you're the one who told Rex about me.
I had no choice.
But you went against your own government.
They were wrong to hide you. I couldn't watch your entire species go extinct while the solution was being held prisoner in my laboratory.
Your people fear my kind. That will never change.
It has to. Fear has never contributed anything to the galaxy except more fear. The cycle must be broken. Besides, you deserve better than being treated as an experiment.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the Genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the Genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
Someone's gonna take you seriously. The Asari Republics vote on stuff like this.
We'd all save every world if we could, but we can't.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
Someone's gonna take you seriously. The Asari...
Stand down, Yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy and there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
Well... okay. It's not great, but okay.
Cerberus stealthily strikes Star System shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come, though they still speak too fast. This Cerberus, I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped.
Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. They can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I'm coming to get you. Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I'm coming to get you. Don't you dare. They're everywhere. You just get taken too. I can't just sit here doing nothing. Stay with me. Run. Get out of there. You can make it. No, I can't, Steve. But you can. Promise me. I love you. But I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't. I love you. But I know you. Don't. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here. Anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sur'Kesh.
The Mars archives describe a superweapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor. Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy, without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage. What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers. Alternating between large oceans and land masses covered in flora, the Salarian homeworld Sur'Kesh is known for its humid climate and lush vegetation. As with the
Shepard, Cerberus' landing forces away from the Tuchanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Looks like Cerberus got that cannon operational, Commander. I'll go back up, get a read on what they're shooting at.
Get on it. All right, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
Sounds simple enough.
Damage of all ammo powers by 40%. Termita. Was ist Sonja?
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire is clearing the way. If that ship makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble.
Keep track of it, Lieutenant.
On it.
Kill anything in our way.
Sounds simple enough.
I'm on it!
Understood!
We got resistance here.
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire is clearing the way. If that ship makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble.
Keep track of it,
Nice.
Lieutenant.
On it.
Sniper in position. Sniper fire. Open fire, go.
I'm on it!
Understood! On the double!
Calling reinforcements.
On the double!
Right away!
Control center secure. Then I think it's time to test this cannon. Not the kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
They're pulling the plug!
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move!
Thanks, game.
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move!
You got it! You'll need to get the power back on.
Thanks, game.
Let's move!
Understood.
Taking casualties.
Is dead.
Understood.
Right away! Understood. I'm on it!
Unit online. We have contact.
Sorry, or misclicked.
Got it!
Keep going.
Right away.
Got it!
Acknowledge. Understood. Affirmative.
We got resistance here.
Right away!
Will do.
I've rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Horizons. Cruise.
Got it.
Taking cover! Squad, keep moving! Taking time! Your shield's gone! We got it done!
A little bit too optimistic. Nice team.
Right away.
Damn! Unit online.
I'm on it.
This asshole up there. To take him out. Let's take him out, I guess.
Get down!
Turret, huh?
Right away!
Affirmative! Affirmative!
I'm on it!
Right away!
Commander, cruiser initiating bombardment.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing.
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
That's a beautiful sight.
All right. Good work, everyone.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
Yeah, but no new ore assets for this side mission.
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Normandy, we are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official. Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am, requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Shepard.
So, you're just segment behind enemy lines until the war is over?
No, they've got us on rotation.
Commander Shepard. It's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Doesn't matter now.
Shepard, about Earth.
Countless people lost their lives within minutes. The Reapers are everything we feared.
They should have listened to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard? There's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Again.
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but... I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
I have to figure this out.
You will. Have you had any run-ins with the Elusive Man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't. It's been a long time. What happened to you?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from just about everyone isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
I didn't know.
It's all right. I knew there would be repercussions to walking away from Cerberus.
I imagine. You're a dangerous enemy.
I am.
If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Asari intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Salian Nebula and the Nemesis.
Dr. Miranda Lawson is a high-ranking former Cerberus operative and a human biotic. Lawson...
using Hades Gamma as a staging area. Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Good morning.
Oh. Hello, ma'am.
We have this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. Luckily, my son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war. But you're still family in my book. Nothing will ever change that.
Cerberus forces have attacked Tuchanka, apparently trying to weaken Krogan resistance against the Reapers. Krogan ground defenses repelled the attack.
But what I need is proof. I can't take your word on this. I fully understand the situation. Of course I read through the names of the dead every day, but... Please, please, a few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply. I'm Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet. Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of Council races.
Is Tulumbao.
Invitation to the Krogan.
Yes, I have spoken to you before. Why do you refuse to help me? If it's possible that my son will not be alive, I will not rest until he's found.
Asari intelligence is
Well, not exactly at 4.
Commander Shepard, John Dumbao, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may be indoctrinated.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Evidence of an Alliance Black Ops team raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto. I've been after her for years.
Kasumi? You're hunting a thief?
A master thief. Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
I only need her data. I admire her personally. And since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting?
I'm tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So, remember when you helped me get KG's grey box from Donovan Hawk? The one with information that could start a war?
Information like an Alliance Black Ops raid on a Batarian research lab?
I figured it wouldn't hurt to leak it now. Especially if there really is an indoctrinated jellyfish out there. Crazier than usual. If you don't mind me tagging along cloaked, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it. Milky Way, this is the Alliance News Network.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. So many refugees scuttling about, rumors flying about the war. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Really?
It'll probably get worse.
Yeah, if it ever gets...
Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in the Citadel docking bays.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Ward's level, Purgatory.
They were refugees. Damn it, it's not like they had much left to start with. Lost their homes, their loved ones.
I know people are complaining. We're doing what we can with what we've got here, but let me finish. Our power grid can only handle so much power before it shuts down, and we can't use the backups. No, the new regs apply to the whole Citadel. Management knows this is important for morale, but we can't go over budget. Look, I'm not touching the backups. Get me a better power grid, I'll give you a bigger light show.
Don't mean to interrupt, but I found these schematics. They're pretty old, but maybe they could help you.
Whoa. Those really are old, but solid. We could totally convert our current systems to this. Thanks.
Didn't think I was making it off, Benny.
No, neither did I. Neither did I.
They had us. If he hadn't drawn their fire, well, we would.
Hey, you ready to get this party started?
Hey, Mel, you're, here.
Hell yeah, I'm here. For the next 48 hours, I'm spending as much time at this bar as humanly possible.
Yeah, we have the same thought. So, the bar's there. Hey, Commander. Nice to see you down here in the dirt with us grunts.
Do you think I don't like getting dirty?
Oh, now, come on. I didn't mean anything by it, Lola.
Uh-huh. What did you mean then?
See those Marines over there? None of them officers, just soldiers fighting the war.
Yeah?
They've been buying me drinks all night. You know why? Same reason they got all quiet and serious when you walked in.
You don't seem intimidated by me in the least. In fact, you could use a little more deference.
Sure, but I've fought with you. I've seen you in action. Now, don't get me wrong, you're good. Probably one of the best.
Probably?
And you fill out a uniform like nobody's business. Just saying. But I know you're human. Just like me.
But not then.
Nope. Hell, I still remember the day they made you the first human Spectre. I watched it on the vids, just like all of them. But to them, you're still larger than life.
Maybe I should expect it. There aren't a hell of a lot of people who've done what I have.
And now they get to meet you in the flesh. You should buy them around. It'll impress them.
I like the way you think, Lieutenant.
Compadres! Hey! The commander would like you to have a drink. On her. So here's to us.
Who's like us?
Damn few, and they're all dead. Sorry, Shep. Thought you'd know that one.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the drink.
Standing there?
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Greetings, Arya. Is there something you need?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
Of course you are. Done. What else can I do for you?
Nothing. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think we're done here. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. You will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
At least you escaped to fight another day.
And that day is coming. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega,
What
I
girl?
kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all 3 groups. I just need you to close the deals.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect. Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Huerta. Daisy?
Yes, I know you're
Okay.
It's completely tasteless.
We're at this
to call
little
place
farm.
Huerta
We
Memorial.
killed a few enemy scouts.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago.
Called away for support.
I think you meant to say the man.
Welcome to Serta.
One of them. This freckled.
Be safe.
He can't remember his own name without the B on it.
As a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the
Supreme Court says he's alive. She's saying she wants to be a pilot. Life on a ship is
Commander Shepard, when I heard Earth was under attack, I tried to call. I never got through.
Thane, good to see you staying in shape.
My disease kills slowly. With enough care and a healthy lifestyle, it can be delayed for a few years. Of course, my allotted time has come and gone. Now I exercise because it pleases me. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend who got hurt protecting me, Ashley.
The dark-haired human woman in intensive care. She will be starting physical therapy with my class soon.
That's her.
If she means something to you, then I will help how I can. As long as she is here, consider her under my protection.
Appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous. Keppel syndrome has put most of my other plans on hold.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard. Humanity has suffered a heavy blow as our station, capital of the Systems Alliance, has fallen to Reaper forces.
Yes, I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy.
I'd like an answer, Lieutenant Commander. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
I still need time. You'll have my answer soon, I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard?
Udina, I got your email. Made your decision yet?
On becoming a Spectre? Not yet. It's an honor and all. But I don't know. I need to think about it some more.
It's a big decision. Smart to give it some thought. How are you doing?
Good, considering. The nurse said you checked in on me earlier. Still out cold, I guess.
We didn't have time to talk. I thought maybe if you were up for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you wanted to. You were pretty clear on Mars about where things stood.
What do you mean?
You're not a part of Cerberus anymore. Case closed. Full stop.
It's the truth.
Okay. You cut all ties. I accept that. It's just that if you're giving the orders, I need to be able to count on you.
That works both ways. It's a damn mess out there. All we've got is the people around us. We have to trust each other or this doesn't work. Deal?
Deal.
When you're back on your feet, we'll talk some more.
Shepard, wait. There's one more thing. I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
What is it?
I have family back on Earth. I haven't heard from them. It's making me crazy. But I know you're busy, Shepard. We can talk later.
I've got time to talk. I didn't hear from you while I was a guest of the Alliance.
I couldn't face you, even when Anderson requested my presence. It was difficult.
It's okay. We're both professionals. We have more important things to worry about.
You're right. I'm just restless, laying here doing nothing.
We can't afford to be at each other's throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
There's a war on. People are counting on us.
I get it. But it's still hard to put it all aside.
Who's back on Earth?
Mom plus my 3 sisters. The youngest, Sarah, was away on her honeymoon. Married a military man, Thomas. He got called back in and she was stuck alone. She called me. It's been pretty tough.
I imagine.
I was always there to protect them growing up. Even when I was off on tour, they knew they could talk to me. I told her to come to the Citadel. We could wait for news together.
I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Will do, Commander.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Puerto Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the fence...
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Palaven?
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters. Humanity has suffered a heavy blow as Arcturus Station, capital of the Systems Alliance, has fallen to...
Oh, just sit there.
Still working?
One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. The last time I saw the Presidium, remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked?
I barely got to see the Presidium before half of it got crushed.
And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can.
Such as?
Ezo, heavy arms, mercenary groups.
Practical. I like it.
You can get started by talking to the Volus Barlavan in his office. He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us.
Volus homeworld, Irun, has fallen to Reaper forces. Volus refugees are reportedly fleeing to Turian colonies.
We've got to keep Jake in daycare. He should be socializing with other children.
But what if there's another attack?
We can't spend our lives waiting for that.
Hello, Shepard. You look like you're gathering data. That is a safe assumption. Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality really exist? That kind of thing? I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior. I believe he has a strong affectionate attachment to me, but he has not stated it to anyone yet. When you are sexually interested in another, what kind of advances do you make? There are the intimate talks, thoughtful gifts, joking around. Jeff does often try to lighten the mood with humor. That could indicate a 33.3 repeating % chance that he cares for me, but that is insufficient data for determining his motives. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment. That's not how to think of it. It's gotta be natural. You need chemistry. I see. There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state. No, I mean relax and do something you both like. Something simple. For example, you both like humor. Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon. Edie, the important thing is to have a good time, wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too. Then the outcome is an unknown quantity, but you are saying I should attempt it anyway. Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave. I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
For the best in the business, come to Casa.
Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
All goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount.
Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
For the best in the business, come to Casa.
Thank you for shopping at Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go to...
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Our selections include rare technology upgrades from the Terminus systems. All licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount. Shoot smart. Shoot Nosastra. Shoot smart. Shoot Nosastra. All licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Selian Nebula and the Nimbus.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
But your manager said you could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
Welcome to Cypertine Armory.
And you don't have a receipt. I don't even think we carry that version anymore.
Proceeds from all sales go to help the troops on Palaven.
Store credits or anything. I just want my money back.
There's nothing I can do.
All Citrotine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details.
But your manager said you could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices. That's Ciprotine.
I don't even think we carry that version anymore.
Listen, I don't need a new model.
All Citrotine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details.
Of some kind.
I can go get the warranty book for my car.
I'm afraid I can't help.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices.
Thank you for shopping at Cypertine Armory.
If I made an appointment.
You're not on my appointment list, and you don't.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Listen, I don't need a new model.
Please obey all local government restrictions when purchasing protective equipment.
There's nothing I can do without a sales record of some kind.
I can go get the warranty book for
Our
my
customer
car.
service specialists are always interested in purchasing new
But
technology.
your manager said you could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
You're not on my appointment list. and
Agor
you don't have a
Munitions. For deals you never see
I don't
coming.
even think we carry that version anymore.
Listen.
Remember, all purchases made by Agor Munitions will show in your credit report as AM Trading Limited.
There's nothing I can do without a sales record of some kind.
Humanity has suffered a heavy blow. Devastation. Capital of the Systems Alliance has fallen to Reaper forces.
This is problematic. We must find a way to stabilize the heating unit so the water temperature can remain steady. The colony's location is hardly ideal for our species.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know what you mean.
Thinking of going?
I thought our training prepared us for everything.
Of course not.
If we switch from financial VIs to military gear, we'll lose millions.
Who cares about the money?
I've seen Palaven burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon. If you can help.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares of Walk fine, but I'm not selling financial VIs while my home world burns.
Prime Victus has requested a war summit of council races, and reports suggest he is
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the great commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet!
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice, don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Overcharging for goods, denying refugees basic service.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
The one he's never even fired?
The Book of Plenix.
At Kanala Exports, we believe that a peaceful heart is a strong heart.
Of war. Of course, the Book of Plenix was lost on our home.
Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
None of us knows how
We appreciate your visit.
Mackenzie's the biotic. Dave and Graham go to the pistol range.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
The one he's never even fired? I love our friends, but...
Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry it. Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about our full-service warranties.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's the biotic.
Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit.
Ryan's always buying mods for his shotgun.
The one he's never even fired?
Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit.
I can't sit around watching what's happening to Earth anymore.
Don't be left out in the cold. Ask about our full-service warranties.
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry it.
Oh, and Orion's always buying mods for his shotgun.
The one he's never even...
Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit.
Please visit any of our Elkos Combine...
Commander Shepard. It's been some time. Barla Vaughn, in case you've forgotten. Financial advisor. And an acquaintance of Admiral Anderson. I admire the courage it took for him to stay and fight on your home world.
We need more people like Anderson if we're gonna win this.
Agreed. That's where I can help you. A sizable mercenary group is offering their services to anyone who can rescue them from Reaper-controlled territory. Evacuate them, and they'll join your army.
Are you passing on the location of these mercs for free?
Their leader's offering a handsome commission for their rescue. Everyone wins, Commander. Come see me once you've completed the extraction. I'll be in my office a while longer. The galactic market is in considerable flux.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
You two could save lives by helping doctors in the refugee camps.
Thanks. Who was that?
The first human Spectre?
Wow, Commander Shepard?
Yeah, and it's good advice. Let's sign up as Med-10 volunteers. How's that sound?
Much better than shooting myself in the foot with a
Best
rifle.
way to start your morning. Take a break or relax at the end of a long day. Apollo's Coffee. Come on by.
gotta keep Jake and Dave.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news! The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on Quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
Sometimes I think this whole Citadel is a mistake.
What do you mean?
Well, it's out here in the middle of nowhere. Defensible, safe. Remember how everyone ignored the Geth threat until Saren's attack?
Well, let's hope they listen this time. I don't know if we'll be able to save their asses again. Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. Thanks to Vrolic syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
Ah, she's earned a little shore leave.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go to the deterrent.
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races, and reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan.
There's a refugee camp. Where's that?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu. If you have a question, one moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay. Bay D-24. Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Fighting continues
Now
as the Reapers
arriving at
occupy
Presidium
most of
Embassy.
Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sederis.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the Council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the C-Sec outpost. My assistant will connect to Sidera's cell from there. Then call me back.
Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium
Have
Commons.
you decided how to tell him?
I don't know. A text message is so impersonal. He's off risking his life. He deserves more than that.
Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian.
You don't think Sanctuary is real?
You
look horrible.
I'm willing to bet you look worse tonight.
Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps.
I've connected with Jonas Sideris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
You have to move on.
And I will, once all my enemies are dead. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sideris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of...
Who gets hungry? Sleepy legs. All the sleeping. There's a refugee camp. Where do you go? Yeah.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money. The wards are already at capacity for refugees. There's just no room.
You let Asari in here earlier.
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family can dock?
Commander Shepard says your family's cleared. Just tell them to hurry.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you so much.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have
We
rapidly
lip synced right.
expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters. The Volus homeworld, Irun, has fallen to Reaper forces. Volus refugees are reportedly fleeing to Turian colonies. Cerberus forces have reported.
Excuse me, what was your name again?
Vicar.
Christophe Vasseur. Good to meet you. How long have you been here?
Refugees from Reaper-occupied
I don't know how long it was since I escaped Lyon.
My brothers and sisters, we have faced adversity and overcome. This is but a tip.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Pillars of strength that hold our people high. Show the galaxy our resolve.
Stand strong for your people with Batarian State Arms.
Weak. Our government has fallen, but if you hold the pillars of strength,
Batarian State Arms. Defending the hegemony.
just don't give up.
Please observe all caste restrictions when making a purchase. Thank you for your patronage.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters. Humanity has suffered a heavy blow as Arcturus Station, capital of the Systems Alliance, has fallen to Reaper forces. The Volus homeworld, Irun, has fallen to Reaper forces. Volus refugees are reportedly fleeing to Turian colonies. Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian medical facility.
Let's check on those Metagel supplies. Yes, sir. And have we heard anything from the hospital?
The surgeons there are all busy.
Keep on it. Some of these wounded don't have much time.
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know.
Arya came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
Saying you should run Eclipse.
Huh?
You can do it. Leave Sedaris locked up and make the deal with Arya yourself.
Arya would be a step up. And you think she'd let me run things?
I don't see why not.
Right. Right. Then that's the plan. Keep Sedaris in jail. I'll call Arya right away.
Good man.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Paladin.
Shepard.
What's happening?
We convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
I won't lie. It's been rough.
Well, don't forget to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
You have a copy of a Shepard VI.
Oh yeah, the one based on that war hero? We locked it after some kid spilled soda over the hardware. I'll unlock it, but we've only got the demo version working.
Good to meet you. I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy. Extranet says you're Alliance military. Take care of yourself out there, officer.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
You won't have to worry about Oraka for long.
Love it. Commander Shepard taking out the Blue Suns trash, huh? That Arya is sure something special. Oh, and, tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Oraka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Oraka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Oraka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
No need to candy coat it, Arya.
Aw, Shepard, you think you know me so well.
I just don't see why you couldn't tell me the details yourself.
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned that,
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
The Volus homeworld, Irun, has fallen to Reaper forces. Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian medical facility on Surkesh. Solarian officials had no comment. Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in the Citadel docking bays. Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet. Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of Council races, and reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan.
Who's hungry, huh?
Intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Salian Nebula. Nebula in the Nimbus cluster.
Shepard, the Council withdrew the release order for Sedaris. Arya T'Loak, of all people, got him to do it. Crazy.
You can say that again.
Thanks for your help, Shepard.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Receiving
Welcome, Commander
comments.
Shepard. Please select one moment, please.
But we'll take a break for now. Then go to General Oraka.
I guess it doesn't matter how I do it. I just need to tell him about us. You and me.
He doesn't need to know that. Wouldn't it be better for him to just know that you've grown apart?
I thought I was supposed to be honest with him.
You are, but you're just being tactful, not rubbing it in.